rocket like rocket fuel.
Well, no trip to the Northwest would be complete without a little rain, and we've got a lot of rain falling right now at CenturyLink Field in downtown Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready? White 25. Mike 54. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Wait.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On 2nd and 7, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Third and long for Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And an alley to run. 20. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Josh Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. Ready. You ready? Mike 54. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put
a battle for it, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Good.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Six guys. Check 6 guys. Mike 51.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. N'Keal Harry with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
It's going to want to attack. We'll see. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start out on the ground with Carson pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
2nd and 7 at their 48-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 6.
Cut. Gotta go. In and out. Let's go. Mike 51.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Alert. 51's to Mike. 51's to Mike. Night, sweetheart.
Now it's Carson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Just like that. Hey, Mike, hustle.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. Here the Seahawks, they're able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now he's having a nice little first half for your partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
A first down throw for Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw, Winston. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They try and run on first down, but this one's going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Alert! He's checking. Crash. Go 14. Good tight.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
Myers for the Seahawks field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's 3rd and 5. The Bucs on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Winston. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, you got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
So they wound up passing on a long field goal try, but that works out for them really well. That one's down inside the 5-yard line.
And it's risky because your punter, if he puts it in the end zone, the net result not worth it, but there, I think worth it. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
At the 4-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Now Wilson down around his goal line. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now Winston. he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Ezekiel Ansah able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Buying time to his left. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. Winston from the gun on third down. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run with Barber. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. One more time with Barber. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a third and goal situation. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jameis Winston with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Let's go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Wilson now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's first and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
I'm here all day. Reload. Let's go.
To throw is Wilson. Throwing again. Flushed out right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And it's third down. So now third and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
Check Mike 45. Hey. Tempo.
Throwing again here. Wilson. That's complete. It's Gordon. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 41-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On first down, Wilson looking for Harry. He airs it out. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. It's caught at the 10. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 47 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wilson going to hand it to Process. And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Ndamukong Suh, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. Able to get this to Gordon. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Jameis to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They go play action. Winston. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up?
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. Jameis again, and he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Wilson. And his throw is going to be incomplete. It was Darian Stewart that time who was able to knock the pass away. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Check.
Here's Wilson, operating from the gun. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Being chased out left. And now he'll let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw again is Wilson. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run forward with Penny. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Zebra. 51 to Mike, boy. 51.
Now it's Wilson. Gets it to Gordon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider simple.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. William Golston drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. First down, Winston. He's going to look deep down the field. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play. Winston to Evans. 49 yards. Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. Third time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And that will get him one closer. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 12.
And they'll run it again with Penny. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell them to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, and their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. Now a first down carry by Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Back to throw. Jones has it. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a third down. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Brings up 4th down.
Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down.
Check. Hey. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Wait.
Winston to throw for it on 4th. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Catch is made by Harry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
Kill. Alert.
Wilson turns and gives to Procise. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. On 1st down, again, they go Procise. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
I'm going to come back to you.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So the victory here for Seattle, and it was